Let's get started. On my 36th birthday, I sat at a table in my friend's backyard, holding a plastic cup and listening with a humble heart as several of my friends went around the table and toasted me. A theme quickly began to emerge, as more than one person stated, "You never have to wonder what Heather is thinking," and we all laughed out loud. Without a doubt, speaking my mind is definitely one of my finer qualities, though perhaps to a fault. I quiet down when I'm in a larger group with people I don't know, often waiting to be asked a question or my opinion before I jump into the conversation. But when I'm with my friends or in a larger group of people I know, it's true. You never have to guess what I might be thinking. Some people call it being opinionated. I like to think of it as having strong convictions. My sweet and wise dad says I'm a person who, in biblical terms, provokes others towards love and good deeds. Hebrews 10:24. Opinionated, strong convictions, provoker, one who spurs others on. Whatever you want to call it, at this point in my life, I gladly own this aspect of my personality. But it has taken me some years to own it, and a few additional years to refine it. A refining that will no doubt continue for the rest of my life. In my younger years, this aspect of my personality manifested itself in a know-it-all confidence, though it wasn't long until I lost my swagger. I often tell people I knew everything in my 20s and nothing in my 30s. Case in point, when I got my first job teaching high school at 22, I walked onto that campus ready to show everyone how to be a good teacher. Today, if someone were to offer me a classroom, especially one full of high school students, I'd tiptoe into the room knowing I had more to learn than I had to offer. When I look back at the path my life has taken, I thank God for creating me to have strong convictions. As I've worked on refining my opinionated self, God knew the road ahead would require me to stand boldly in the convictions of my heart. I am the mother of 3 children, all of whom are adopted, and all of whom find themselves on the fringe of societal norms. 2 of my children have Down syndrome, and 1 is a different ethnicity than I am. God knew the advocacy hat I would be required to wear for my children, that it is tall and heavy as heck, and that I would need strong, opinionated, and provocative shoulders to carry the weight of it. It has taken me years to be able to wear my advocacy hat well. At times, I have been clumsy and foolish as I tried to carry it on my own and without doing the hard work required to strengthen my shoulders and improve my balance and agility. I've learned and continue to learn that I gain strong shoulders, improved balance, and agility when I hold my opinions loosely and surround myself with people whose opinions differ from mine. I've learned to shut my mouth, open my ears, and really listen to people I have been prone to tune out. And I've learned to trust my God and my gut when the world around me seems to be spinning out of control. God knew as I provoked others on toward love and good deeds, I would need them to become listeners as well. If I want the world to see the worth and value of my children, who are so often categorized as other, I need the world to tune its ear to their voices and choose to listen. And all of this, listening and trying to be listened to, is really hard work, friends. Listening to the voices of those we have never chosen to hear before can be in your face, uncomfortable, messy, and sometimes hurtful, and it almost always requires prescription strength humility pills. It's the kind of work we can easily ignore, and the world, our society, our schools, and our churches often do. It's the kind of work that requires us to die to ourselves, to not only put others first, but to put our very enemies before ourselves. Every day, I step into the noise of this deafening world, demanding that it tune in to the voices of my children and others like them, asking people all around us to scoot over and create a space for my children, to create a space for people who don't look like them, think like them, talk like them, or perhaps even vote like them. Did I mention this is really hard work? I want you to know all of these things about me and about this hard work because